Hello investigators, and welcome to another exciting video on everyone's favourite accessory, location connectors. Wait, don't tune out, these are really good! Today's offering comes from Buy the Same Token. Did you see what they did there? Buy the Same Token is an Etsy store dedicated to producing laser cut accessories for tabletop games, and currently has more than 100 different lines for sale, including 15 for Arkham Horror.
15? You need to pull your finger out! Since you started making this video, it's gone up!
Oh mercy! They currently have more than 200 different lines for sale, including 28 for Arkham Horror. If you aren't aware, Etsy is a marketplace that makes it easy for individual creators to sell their wares. We shop on Etsy a lot, and it is a great place to pick up unusual accessories and have custom work done. You can also find their products on eBay if you don't fancy creating an Etsy account, but do compare prices before purchasing just in case. The best thing about these is they are customizable and you can draw whatever design you like on them.
He's lost it, everyone!
Only joking, these come with a protective front and back so they don't suffer any damage during manufacture or transit. If you have any trace of usable fingernail, you can just pick away and slide off the masking tape on the front. And this is so easy you can do it one-handed, so you don't need to stop gaming or drinking your beer.
Or whatever else you like to do one-handed.
The same is true on the reverse. Technically you could peel off one in each hand, if you were ambidextrous. This is a plastic film put over the whole sheet by the manufacturer. And the seekers amongst you will have deduced this means the product is single-sided. The cool thing about this is that you can lay out all your locations ahead of time, even the ones that say set aside for later. For anywhere inaccessible, you just turn the token to its blank side until you unlock that path. This is great for anyone with limited space, as you can see how much room your finished scenario will take up and not have to shuffle things about mid-play. They come in two-way and single direction. These are sold individually, unlike their tracking tokens which usually come in sets. This way you can choose exactly how many you want, and if a scenario appears where you need an extra token, you aren't left with a bunch left over. These items are acrylic, which is a kind of plastic cast into large thin sheets. They are then cut into shapes by laser and also engraved by laser before being painted by hand. Lasers are great for highly accurate clean cuts and fine detail work. Acrylic, unlike cardboard, is very hard wearing and not troubled by the sweat and natural oils from your fingers. And it is also impervious to greasy food and beverage spills. We tested these out in tea, water, fruit juices, energy drink and soup, often leaving them for several hours. They survived, and oh my word, what's happened to the soup?
What do you mean?
It's laid eggs!
Soup's off! You ate it for lunch!
Did you remember to remove the tokens?
Probably. Now get on with the video while I phone the doctor.
They survived, and just letting them soak in lukewarm water removed any stains. Or beans! We reached out to Chris and Simon from Buy the Same Token for their cleaning advice, and they said, if you accidentally leave them in a pocket and they go through the washing machine, they should be okay. Here we are testing them out in boiling water. We'll come back to these a bit later. Buy the Same Token are based in the UK, which does make a refreshing change for us British gamers. They are committed to reducing packaging materials as far as practical, but if you buy a few tokens, they should come in a Ziploc bag to stop them moving about and punching their way out of this padded envelope. If you are only ordering a few tokens, they will try and save you money by offering an untracked service. Check with them if you need tracking because of your local postal system. Do remember, you may need to pay import charges when ordering goods from overseas. Check with your local government on what these will be ahead of time to avoid any nasty surprises. And maybe order a second set with a friend to split the shipping and duty. When ordering, make sure you select the colour you want, either black with copper details or maroon with gold detailing, and whether you need a single or two-way tokens, plus the quantities, all from the drop-down menu. Okay, so this is how much room 10 of them take up in the game box, and here they are in action. If you space out your locations to fit your mini cards and enemies in between, these work well and are clearly visible, particularly on a light coloured surface. On darker tabletops and some playmats they can be less noticeable. If you scrunch up your locations because you are drastically short of space, then these won't cover up too much of the card below. And you can always stand them up on their side, reducing their footprint even further. This works particularly well if you are a solo player and can angle the face towards you. Being small and light, these things can be affected by sudden drafts, but no more than your cards themselves. Measurement wise, your two-way connectors are approximately 52mm on the longest side by 14mm at their widest point, and the single directions are roughly 45mm by 14mm at their widest point.
Wait, stop the video!
What? Why?
They've just released more connectors!
To replace these ones?
No, as well as!
Well, I'm not starting the whole video again. Hello investigators, and welcome to another video about location connectors. These are from Buy the Same Token. You can find them on Etsy and eBay. They come with a protective front and back covering, which we've already peeled off to save time. They are made from acrylics, so they're hard wearing to survive tea, water, fruit juices, energy drink, soup, or beans, can't remember which, and we put them in boiling water too. They come in 4 different styles, black and copper or maroon and gold, which we have seen before, as well as the new black with gold detailing and green with gold. These are listed separately, and make sure you select the correct colour from the drop down. They only come in one version because, and brace yourself for the single biggest breakthrough in token history, ladies and gentlemen, boom! They are double-sided, but have two-way markers on one side and a single direction on the other. Why has no one thought of this before? It's genius! Now you don't need 2 different styles of connector. And if you are worried about them getting flipped over if the table gets bumped, their flat design means this shouldn't happen. Here they are in action with spaced out locations and compressed locations. And once again on the official FFG Countless Terrors playmat. Measurement wise, they are 45mm by 12mm approximately, which is slightly smaller than the single-sided connectors. Here is what 10 of them look like in the game box and a return to box. Abstract measurements are all very well, but let's enlist the help of our old friends, the US 1 cent, the Euro 2 cent, 1 krona, and the British bad penny for the single-sided versions. And once again for the new double-sided connectors. Here we have some familiar looking tokens. Does that give you a better idea of scale? We left all the tokens in boiling water until they cooled to room temperature. They were completely unchanged, and the paint didn't suffer in any way either. We enlisted the help of the SAS, metaphorically, and put several of them in a metal deck box and shook them about for approximately 20 seconds. We had a good look at all of them and could not see any damage at all. We took them outside and dropped them from a height of more than a metre, which is higher than most table surfaces, and not just once either. We didn't see any ill effects from this, and it is worth mentioning that they had slightly rounded points before we began dropping them. However, acrylic is not indestructible. A simple serrated dinner knife or other similar object will cut into it with ease, which is why acrylic sheets have protective backing materials. This won't affect you in any way during normal use, but don't put them in your pocket with a bunch of keys is what we're saying. Their short length and generous width means they are highly resistant to snapping though. If these colours aren't to your liking, then acrylic and also paint comes in plenty of different colours. Use the contact button on Etsy or social media to reach out and ask how much a custom token would cost. That's it folks, we hope you found the video informative, and do let us know if there are any products or accessories you want us to make a video on.